Welcome back to R.A.I.N. This is part 4 of the Constitution series, covering the Constitution, and in my opinion, I'm covering certain aspects of the Constitution that my people should be well aware of. They should know it. They should know it like the back of their hand. Because it's our ancestral document. Our ancestors came up with that document. We should know it. But anyways, let's start off with Article 6 for this part 4. Article 6. Let me read. This Constitution and the laws of the United States, which shall be made in pursuance thereof, and all treaties made, or which shall be made under the authority of the United States, shall be the supreme law of the land, and the judges in every state shall be bound thereby. Anything in the Constitution or laws of any state to the contrary, notwithstanding. That's very important. That's Article 6, Clause 2. Article 6, Clause 2. Now, one thing I want to cover is that it says this Constitution, comma, and the laws of the United States, which shall be made in pursuance thereof, semicolon, and all treaties made, comma, or which shall be made, comma, under the authority of the United States, comma, shall be the supreme law of the land, semicolon. All right? You need to know the difference between the use of a comma and a semicolon. But I'm just going to tell you anyway. Semicolon is used with two independent ideas or two independent statements. They have to be related to each other, but they're independent of each other. Okay? So, let me read it again. This is very important. The Constitution, comma, and the laws of the United States which shall be made in pursuance thereof, semicolon, and all the treaties made, comma, or which shall be made, comma, under the authority of the United States, comma, shall be the supreme law of the land, semicolon. Now, it just told you that the treaties are the supreme law of the land. Remember, semicolon is used with independent statements. They're related, but they're independent of each other. So, let me just read it outright. All treaties made, or which shall be made under the authority of the United States, shall be the supreme law of the land. That was an individual statement. It's telling you right there, the treaties are the supreme law of the land. But yet, colonizers, they want to violate the Treaty of Peace and Friendship when it comes to Moors. I mean, there's Moors out there that know what I'm talking about. And I'm sure if you pull up videos, you'll see Moors trying to get it out there, talking about the treaty, talking about the laws and all that, and the police, they just go right over it. But their day is coming. Their day is coming. I want to cover Amendment 5. Nor be deprived of life, liberty, or property without due process of law. It's very important because whenever someone gets arrested, they want to take your fingerprints. Your prints are your personal property. You were born with them, and the body will die with them, most likely, unless your body is burnt up or something like that. But whatever. But you were born with those prints, and more than likely, the body will die with those prints. Okay? So while your body still has life and is functioning, those prints are your personal property. It cannot be taken without due process of law. Now, I want to cover what due process of law is with Black's Law Dictionary. Page 590. Law of the land, due course of law, and due process of law are synonymous. Okay? They're synonymous. In Article 6, I already read that Constitution, laws of the United States, semicolon, the treaties, supreme law of the land. And what does it say in Black's Law Dictionary? Law of the land and due process of law are synonymous. So, I mean, it's straightforward that a treaty is due process of law. Now, Article 21 of that treaty, it states that or more, in order for the law to take place, or more has to wound or kill a citizen of the United States, and vice versa. A citizen of the United States has to wound or kill a Moor in order for the laws of the country to take place. The treaty is due process of law. So how many of my Moors have been locked up, haven't harmed anyone, but have been locked up, fingerprints taken, their personal property been taken without due process? They didn't harm or kill they didn't harm or kill a citizen of the United States, but yet and still their rights have been infringed upon. Moors, you need to be aware of this. That's the last part of the Constitution that I wanted to cover, and this is part 4. Yes, part 4. I also want to mention again about these politicians talking about democracy. Please, if you're into that, listen to every word that they say. They keep talking about a democracy when the word democracy is not mentioned in the Constitution. I'm talking about the organic Constitution with the 7 articles, and you might as well throw in the 10 Bill of Rights with the 10 amendments. There is no word in there that says democracy. It's only Republican form of government. So, whenever you interact with these politicians, I'm talking about U.S. citizens, whoever's watching this video, always study that Constitution, because it was created for you, the United States of America. And on that note, peace.